Okay, in terms of awareness, we have the Judgment card, Major Arcana. We have the Eight of Wands. So with Judgment, you see the people rising from the coffins. They're listening to the angel blow the horn. They are welcoming the angel's message. Their hands are reaching out. The hands hear this glowing piece of this call. And it's often that we, at any time in our life, that something strikes us and something gets into our head and we feel it and it's visceral. And so it's this sense maybe of questioning where we are, of evaluating our life to this point and thinking, am I fulfilling what I had hoped to fulfill? Am I becoming the person that I want to be? Am I living the life that I had hoped that I'd live? And, sometimes when you see these people, this is like, you might have felt like you're in the dark. You've been in the dark for a long time, or your life, maybe there's a part of you that feels that it's dead. And you need this epiphany. You need this call to wake up. So often we would say a rebirth, a chance to restructure, to transform, to cleanse oneself, to let go and to forgive what came before, in order to allow yourself the freedom to move forward and to become, the higher self or the higher you. It's judgment. It's the evaluation of life. And it's never too late to do that. It's never too late to take the time to think about where you are. You're never too old to have those moments. It's spiritually, you're evaluating yourself and you're thinking about your life. There's no harm in that. So here's this idea of rebirth, of possibilities, of maybe starting fresh. And you get that. You get to be able to start fresh. Here's the Eight of Wands. It's about news, can be an offering. It's about feeling that things are speeding up within your life. Maybe this week is a week of where you are making progress on change, on decisions that impact your future. You may have to make a quick decision. Often when we see the Eight of Wands, there's a sense of opportunities coming. Maybe you have to, get a quick response back to the person. We also want to focus on our communication this week. Just be mindful of that, of how you email or call, or to close the loose ends. Don't leave someone hanging. Get back. Eight of Wands, movement, passion projects, the tasks, the things that we want to do, the things that we want to accomplish. Sometimes we complete them and then we pick our new gig. Other times it takes a while for the project to come to a close. But it's something also to be very mindful of your passions, connecting your passions to maybe becoming your higher self, and taking steps, making the moves in that direction. And I will just say, with this week, Eight of Wands could be literal travel as well. Because I'm looking at this Six of Swords as well. So the King of Swords comes in as guidance. The King of Swords is all business. Really straightforward, serious, and holding the sword, looking straight at you. Decisions that you need to make need to be well informed. You need to know what in the world you're doing. You need to know all angles, all sides of the issue, of the decision that you're about to make. If you're problem solving, you need to be really aware. This is telling you to stick to the facts, to look at what is really there. Don't rely on emotions. Don't get hung up on emotions. Don't let emotions lead. Use your head. Use your logic. Use your reason. And then take all of that data and that information and the evidence and then make your decision. This King of Swords may be telling you, as you are thinking about rebirth, new opportunities, new chances to become the best you, is to be smart about it. Do your homework first. Be aware. This King of Swords doesn't fool around. That's a sharp blade. It gets right to the heart of the matter. I consider it very surgical, right to the center. And anything outside of that, which is going to muddy up the waters, gets cut away. So if you can adopt that approach as you think about decisions and going forward, thoughts, ideas, and plans, this is the person that you want to be paying attention to. After you've had a chance here to use your head to look at things logically and not with emotion, here we have another swords card. We have the Six of Swords, which is really a transition. It's the movement, more movement. It is changing the location, getting away from rough waters to smoother waters, enlisting the support and the help from people nearby. There's someone being transported, there's someone assisting. Maybe you're helping someone, maybe you need some help in changing your scene, changing your location, taking time away for you to get back to a place of serenity and a place of happiness maybe, or feeling fulfillment. Often when we leave, this is like I have to leave something behind. It's not serving me. And, for some it could be temporary. Maybe you are temporarily leaving a scenario, a person, and you're going to think about things, and maybe if you can fix it in your head, you can get back there. Others won't. But again, the idea of literal travel, some traveling by boat. So be mindful of that. Maybe you'll be going on a little journey this week. Some will. So interesting, we have, in your possible outcomes, we have the Five of Swords and we have the Four of Cups. The Five of Swords can be about conflict. It can be about battles, arguments. The winner takes it all. He's done whatever he needs to do to come out on top. He's holding the swords. These people are walking away. Maybe someone feels shamed. Maybe someone says, to hell with this. Not worth it to me. It's not worth our friendship. It's not worth, hanging in there to come out on top. Some of you may feel that it is. It's strife, and so it's ego. And again, it's up to each person to decide where you fit in and what does it mean to you. How far will you go to be holding those swords? And along this line, we get this idea of, I don't know if I want to say malaise, but there's a discontent with the Four of Cups. Again, pulling oneself into solitude, taking the time here to reflect or to sulk, whatever it may be, or to pout, looking at the Three Cups and missing out on opportunities right next to you. Why? Because of your tunnel vision, of just kind of get stuck where you are. You just feel that something is missing and that you may feel stagnant. You may feel bored. You may feel that you need change. You may feel unsatisfied, which means that you might have to make this move. You're making the moves towards something like this. With your decisions, it may cause some arguments. And we're driven here by the Judgment card, which is the desire for rebirth, the desire to evaluate or to judge where we are. So interesting cards. Let's see what we have for an affirmation or a meditation point for the week. Spiritual law of attraction. Always a powerful message. Always worthwhile to think about. And I would recommend Ask and It Is Given by Jerry and Esther Hicks, Abraham Hicks, I think. A powerful book about the law of attraction and how everything is so related to our thoughts, what we envision, what we visualize. And finally, I'm going to choose a card for love, and we'll see what we have for love. Rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take breaks. So allow yourself to take time for yourself, to recover, to regenerate, to rejuvenate. I don't know that you can be regenerating, but you're going to be a chance to be restored. And, sometimes this Four of Cups is simply needing a break. You just need to take a time out, maybe to get yourself sorted out.